I'm not excited.
This might be a good sign of the MPG line not going smaller.
Yes, I actually think this Bumblebee looks good.
If this doesn't come out, I'm going to be so mad. I need to figure out how to pick this up. I've said it on the show multiple times. Predaking is my favorite combiner. If this is a reasonable price, I will be picking it up.
Yeah, when I initially saw the picture earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday, I thought it was a hippo with a horn on it.
You want to know my real answer?
No, I don't.
Okay, but it's $518. Did you not look at the price?
They've been at each other. They've definitely been getting it on.
Welcome back, Transformers fans, to another thrilling episode of Bot vs. Con. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And we got a pretty good slew of news for you today. But before we get into that, a big shout out to our official sponsor, The Chosen Prime. Go to them for all your action figure and Transformers needs. Also, a big shout out to our members. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on this place and, continue moving with this channel. Also, update for you guys. Expect a blooper video coming out soon, probably Sunday. So there's a lot of good stuff on there. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for going ahead and subscribing. Again, we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you guys. So we look forward to seeing you on the live that we're doing with our haul tomorrow or today, depending on when you see this, at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. With all of that said, let's get into the news.
Yes.
So the first thing, there's a few things with the new G.I. Joe Transformers movie. So the first rumor is Stephen Caple Jr. exited the Transformers and G.I. Joe film. I guess he was the director of Rise of the Beasts.
So far I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that'll be a positive thing with how Rise of the Beasts turned out.
Yeah. No offense, brother, but just wasn't that good.
Yeah. And the second thing is Chris Hemsworth is in talk to star in Paramount's G.I. Joe crossover movie. Does this mean Peter Cullen will no longer be the voice of Prime and they're going to go with this guy? Because he's also the one in TF1, if I'm not mistaken.
He is, which would suck, but I've heard that he may be playing Duke.
Oh! That would be very weird that he played Duke and Optimus. Well, but Duke would be really cool.
If it's, kind of two different continuums, I guess. But
well, yeah.
So I just think him playing Duke is going to be weird because of the, I guess maybe I don't know. It seems like people from other countries can do American accents so well.
Yeah. Look at Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Have you seen there's an interview of a British guy saying, why do you pretend to do a British accent if you're American? And he's actually British. And he's like, what do you mean? I play a character on TV. It's pretty funny. Go look it up if you haven't already. But yeah, no, I think that would work. Him being Duke. I'm sure he could put on an American accent.
Yeah.
I don't think he talks like Thor normally.
Yeah. Well, and clearly, I mean, we are the easiest accents to mirror. So I mean, I'm still hoping for a good crossover movie, and I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine if it comes out. Just like Rise of the Beast was fine. It wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah.
Good or bad. Let's talk about some leaks. I think this will have you excited. First thing is the Dramatic Capture Series Autobot 3-pack. So you get Jazz, an Optimus, and more G1 colored, decos. But the really interesting thing is Teletran 1, which is mainframe, but in mainframe colors. So I think that's really cool. And if they sold mainframe by itself, I'd probably pick it up.
I'm not excited.
Really? Oh, I thought you would.
Well, because Teletran, I mean, mainframe, whatever. He came with the art.
He is a action master, so that wouldn't surprise me that you wouldn't want him.
Yeah, I mean, Teletran 1 came with the arc, so.
But these colors are so much better.
I don't have any
You don't care
connection.
about the original Action Master, right?
No, I hated Action Masters. So yeah, I'm not excited.
Yeah, I mean, just like the other one, I think it's a great set. But I'm telling you, they are milking this Earthrise Prime mold until the Commander comes out. Because this is what, the third or fourth re-release just this
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
They really want to get your money with this before they put out the new one, which I don't blame them. I don't blame them. So,
yeah. This is gonna be a set that I pass on.
well, you passed on the bridge set too, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and that was probably the hardest one to pass on.
They also showed off some MPG figures, or let me take that back. They leaked them. It looks like they're going to be coming out on Wednesday, 6/5. So we'll be talking about them somewhere around there, at least the official reveals. We've got Diaclone Black Ironhide and then Diaclone Red Hoist. Are you going to be picking these up?
I will. And
Both of them?
yeah,
Don't you already have a Red Hoist in another company?
I do not have a red one. I have a blue one
and a yellow one,
and a
but not a red one.
Yellow Trailbreaker.
Oh, gotcha.
And I do not have a black Ironhide. If I'm not, I don't think I have a black Ironhide. So I will be picking these two up.
I think they look good. I actually really like that blue color with the Ironhide, with like the text. I think that's a really the baby blue, red, and black color scheme actually looks really nice. But I would just wait for X Transbots Ironhide, because I'm not saying Fans Toys is going to do it because they have an aversion to making money with repaints. So I would probably rather get the X Transbots version. And as far as that hoist, I hate that Takara hoist mold. So I don't like that it doesn't have a crotch.
Yeah. X Transbots. I didn't get a red. I don't think they came out with a red one. I know I have a blue one, but I don't.
I know yellow and blue, and the blue is like an indigo.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think they did come out with one. But so I'll pick both of these up. You're right. It would be good to get a new mold of this, because I'm assuming that this is the same Ratchet and Ironhide set from years ago that they came out with. So yeah. It also depends on. I shouldn't say it depends on the price. I'm curious to what the price is going to be on these as well.
Yeah, and I did want to also say this might be a good sign of the MPG line not going smaller.
Yes, I was thinking that as well.
Yeah, but it could be that they're just pumping out repaints because they need money. It could go either which way. But I'm hoping, knock on wood, that this is a good direction for it to go into. And Power Master Prime is just small because that's what they thought he was supposed to be, the size he was.
So. Yeah. I'm fingers still crossed on it. Of course, we always want the best. You
expect the worst and hope for the best.
Yeah. So, but I'll pick these up and they'll go on my alternate color shelf.
All right, sounds good. Well, let's talk about what has been just announced. First we got Skybound's Void Rivals 3-page issue of number 10. Like always, I didn't show the actual pages, just the covers. And these look pretty cool. I don't know who this pink/white Power Ranger looking girl is, but she's really cool.
Yeah, she's the other main star of the comic, so I don't want to tell what's happened, but I'm curious. I think she was in bad shape, let's say, in the previous issue, so I'm curious to how this is going to work. But with that being said, that either the middle one or the one with Springer is the copy I'm going for.
Yeah, I would get one of those two. I like the middle one the best.
Yeah.
They also showed off Transformers 1, Prime Changers, Bumblebee, and Sentinel Prime. So they only showed a big picture of Bumblebee, but Sentinel Prime's up there. He looks like Dirge. And we're going to look at Optimus and
Alpha Trion.
Alpha Trion, thank you. He doesn't look like Alpha Trion a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. But this does not look horrible.
I actually think this Bumblebee looks good.
Yeah,
I don't like the legs, but chest,
for
head, and all.
I think these are going to be $20. But if these were like $15, I think it would be great. I do think it's funny. So I was on Reddit. Somebody posted that it looks like Bumblebee has ankle tilts, but because of the way they formatted the feet, you can't do it. So it does look like they tried. But this looks good. I really think these look better than the Earthspark Deluxes when those were coming out.
Yes. I like the upper half.
Definitely better than the Rise of the Beast ones too.
Yeah, and I like the Bumblebee head on this one.
Yeah, it looks fine. Not my favorite Bumblebee head, but it looks okay.
Yeah, it's better than the little antenna things he has hanging.
He has them if you look. They're right.
I mean, but they're not big.
They're not out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I never understood that.
He doesn't look like a
I get it, they were supposed to be like horns, but well, speaking of Earthspark, Takara told me showed off some new releases. Whether or not these are going to be released, I don't know. Part of me thinks they will be because they're showing them off now. But first, we've got Alicia 1, which I don't think this came out in the US because this is like the one up from the ones that are open in package, and this looks really good.
I like the head, but this Alita 1 sucks to me.
You mean like, I think the alt mode, okay, I'm taking it away from being Alita 1. I think the alt mode is very cool, and I don't hate the bot mode either.
I think this Alita 1 sucks.
It's not the worst thing.
No, it's not. I like the head.
Next, we have hashtag. Are you going to be picking this one up? You liked the cheaper version.
I like the way this looks, actually. I'm not going to be picking it up, but I do like the way this looks.
Yeah, I think this looks really good, too. I'm quite shocked. I just don't know why we didn't get this level of quality. I know this is Takara, so maybe there's more paint. But I don't know why we didn't get this quality of figures with the line instead of all like the re-releases they were doing. Because this looks nice. $20 makes sense for this figure.
Yeah, this is fine. This is something that on sale a couple of times and some discounts I could see grabbing possibly.
Yeah. Next we get into Jawbreaker. You don't like this one?
Mm-mm. This is you all day.
It is, because I would totally pick this up. I do like this.
Didn't you pick it up?
I have the little one right here.
Yeah. I thought
and I didn't know he was a good guy, so he has a Decepticon symbol on him, and he's going to stay a Decepticon. But I would totally pick this up if it was in stores. No questions asked. I think it looks neat.
Yeah. I don't like the way it looks at all.
Yeah. It's weird, and that's why I think I like it. It's a different body shape.
It's definitely a different body shape.
Mm-hmm. He kind of looks like Magnus, the one you have, the Commander class one.
Looks like something. He looks like the demon that rhymes from DC when he turns from a human to a demon.
Oh, it's yellow.
God, I can't think of his name, but that's who he looks like to me.
The yellow one. But then we have Aftermath. This thing is amazing. If this doesn't come out, I'm going to be so mad. I need to figure out how to pick this up. This is one of the best looking Transformer figures from Hasbro or Takara to come out in years, in my opinion. It's so interesting and unique, and we don't get that anymore. We get the same stuff over and over and over and over. So this is what I want to see out of Transformers. Maybe not with the alt mode. It's a little kiddified, but I'm okay with that.
I like the name.
And the name is really cool too.
Yeah. I like his weapon. He's okay.
Yeah, I just love the creativity that went into this.
Yeah.
Transformers isn't creative anymore. It's just rehashing the old stuff, which I get it. That's what makes money. But this is honestly, if there's a new Transformers show, this is what I would want to see. Something new, unique designs. I don't want to see another G1 Optimus Prime.
Well, I was hanging out with Michael today, and we were talking about it, how Earthspark was canceled, and
supposedly it hasn't been confirmed.
Oh, okay, so since it got canceled, and and what the new show might be, and I was just like, I really hope that they do two shows, one, for the Earthspark age, and then one that we could actually enjoy. Like I mentioned, I think on the previous video, if they did like a 97 X-Men 97, if they did like a Transformers like,
89.
Yeah, and like if they picked up like right where like before the Japanese headmasters and where the Nebulons came in and the Target Masters and Headmasters or something like that. Like if they talked about what was going on at that point, I would be happy with that.
I think that would be cool, but I'm going to push back on that and say they can do a kid show and an adult show in one if they choose the right characters and they decide to have a good storyline. But they probably won't because they probably want to do it as cheap and easy as possible, which again, I don't blame them. I mean, the whole reason why they make Transformers is for the money. They don't do it for us. But, that they could do it if they really tried.
We'll continue to spend money on it.
Yeah, exactly. So, next, let's get into third party. So, Robo Lucas Kite is doing RLDS RP02 metallic red vinyl chest and window sticker. And this is obviously for Robot Paradise Sound Blaster. And this looks good.
Sound Blaster or Shockwave? Or Soundwave, rather.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be for Sound Blaster. They're just showing it with Soundwave because Sound Blaster isn't out.
Yeah, because he has... Yeah, okay. I like the way this looks. He does great work. Again, I used him for my sticker for the Runabout from X Transbot, so he gets a thumbs up for me on that. It looks good. It looks really clean, and I will probably wait until I get my Sound Blaster to see if I like it and if I need it, but I like the way this looks so far.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Iacon Labs is also doing a 3D printed chest they put Paradise Sound Blaster.
Robot Paradise?
Oh, that's right. Robot Paradise. I was confused because, this is a completely different shape from the chest we just looked at, so I don't understand how it goes in. Maybe it goes on the inside and you see
inside
through
it. Probably clicks in, yeah.
Yeah. But this looks good too.
It does. I might be a little biased, and I think I like the way the Robot Lucas one looks for right now, and it could be because I can actually see it on the figure versus having to picture what it might look like on the figure. And
it's so far away you can't really get the details of the Decepticon symbol. I feel like if we had a shot of just the thing, that would help.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they're going to be selling this at TFCon if they're going.
Who knows? Yeah.
Next, we've got Funby Studios effect parts.
The smokestacks. I think we talked about this before.
We talked about the smokestacks. Yes.
Yeah, the smokestacks look better seeing it closer. I'm still going to be biased to probably New Supply, but again, those are for third party versus mainline. I do like the thrusters on the Starscream. That looks good.
Yeah, I agree.
That looks really good.
Dr. Wu showed off the Micromaster Scale G1 Warpath.
He's cute.
He looks like you would expect him to. I think this is a really good little figure, or it's going to be.
Yeah, it's spot on. It looks like. I think Warpath is one of those figures where it's not too hard to mess up. Well, I can't think of a bad Warpath, unless they just try to do something completely off the wall. But this looks pretty standard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it looks good. DNA Design showed upcoming products, so I guess they're going to be doing for the MPG Raiden. That's fine. And then also Nova Prime, who I think is going to look like he's on stilts.
I'm very curious about the Raiden.
Well, I can see that looks like they changed the kibble,
the feet
on the legs, at the very least. That's the only thing I could really make out. The feet also look bigger, but again, I haven't looked at that figure in depth. So
yeah, I saw the guns on the side.
Mm-hmm.
That looks that looks 1,000 times better in general right there. And
Even
so,
the other upgrade set that we saw that just changed that out, like improved the figure by 50% with
yeah,
how it looked. So
yeah. I'm curious to see these two.
yeah, me too. I was hoping for Magmatron, but you know. Next we've got Nakomake, I think that's how you say it. X-Cross 01 Megalon. So this is going to be I think it's a third-party model kit that takes like the Megatron from ROTF and G1ifies it, which is actually a pretty cool look. I like that the feet are just treads. I think that's kind of cool and unique. This is what Legacy should be doing when they introduce movie figures, if they do G1ified movie figures into the line. I think this looks really cool. Not picking it up, it's a model kit, but I think it looks really cool.
It does, and I like, especially since we've seen the Roboson cannon look like it's backwards. I like the cannon on his arm. I think this looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, let's you can't really compare this to a self-transforming figure, though.
Of course not. But I'm saying, like,
but the cannon looks so like 100 times better than Roboson. You are correct.
Yeah, like just the direction of it is the biggest thing, but it just it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. Now, if it transformed, would you be picking it up?
I'd be inclined to look at what it transformed into and how it looked transformed.
It'd be a tank.
I mean, I know it'd be a tank, but just because what
I get what you're saying. You have to see if you like the tank or if it's yeah. No, I would be interested if this actually transformed.
Yeah, it looks good. This looks like it could be. I mean, the face looks a little old, but it looks like if the face looked younger, it could look like what Megatron looked like prior to becoming my G1 Megatron.
This one got me excited. We got Laser Cat Toys, JGM SKP-01 Mini Ferocity. So, I've said it on the show multiple times. Predaking is my favorite combiner. If this is a reasonable price, I will be picking it up.
What's reasonable?
200.
Oh.
I like Predaking. He's one of my favorites. So, this would be worth it. Just because it's Predaking. And I looked, and every piece does transform individually, which I'm happy with. I was if it was just one not transforming, I would be out. But yeah, like I said, I love Predaking. So I don't think it's going to be that expensive if this is Legends class. I think it's going to be like 120, maybe 150. I don't know, honestly, the SD prices. But
yeah, I was thinking
we'll probably pick this up.
I was thinking 165.
I'd probably pick it up at that point.
But when you jumped out with 200, I'm like, now don't get any ideas.
What's it called? Laser Cat Toy. Don't listen to me.
Yeah,
I just love Predaking. So he's the only combiner I would get an SD form.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I'm planning on picking this up. I actually may have put a pre-order in already for it.
I didn't know a pre-order was out for it. Thank you for letting me know. Let us know in the comments below if you would get this. And if you wouldn't, what is the one combiner you would get in SD form? Because it's definitely Predaking for me. Bobby would get all of them, so don't even ask him.
Computron.
I was going to say Computron is the one he really wants. So I don't know if this is going to be for everybody or not everybody, if it's going to be available to purchase, but at 115 Utopia, which I believe we talked about in the past as making kits that you can purchase, they're doing the mask for Tigerhawk, and I realized this is the thing Tigerhawk needs to be in my collection, is that the mask that goes over it, because I never liked it when he didn't have it in the show.
Okay.
The original toy had a mask that you could put over and it's like a bird, or you could put it back and it's like a tiger. And I always liked it with the mask on.
Still not moved to pick it up.
I know. I'm just hoping we get a Razor Claw out of it. Because any Razor Claw I would pick up, no matter if Hasbro does it, I'm buying it. If Transar does it, I'm buying it. If this other random company does a Razor Claw, I'm buying it. So hopefully we get one.
The Razor Claw that I'm buying is the one you just showed that comes with that super deformed. Yeah.
So boring. Let's get into some updates. We have a lot of them, so let's go through them a little bit fast. We got some updates on the missing link. They showed off the die-cast parts, which is cool. Not a lot, but enough. And they showed off the packaging, which again is exactly what we expected, or what I expected.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but I'm glad that it is a box. I got really excited when I first saw this picture because I thought it was a purple. I was like, oh, they're doing it in purple and black. I was like, oh.
I would pick that up, honestly.
And I was like, I wonder what James was going to say. And I was like, Bumblebee. I was like, Bumble and Cliff. I was like, wait a minute. That's not what I was thinking. And I saw, oh, die-cast parts. Okay, got me.
Yeah. No, I saw it as well. And I'm like, that color scheme would look really nice.
It would.
And then what they could do is they could have the waist swivel around and have the head swivel around and give them a different chest. Like, where it's like the wheel on the back or the bottom of the car. You know, I think that would be cool too. Like, just like how it is right here.
I don't know about all that, but okay.
They also showed them off in the Figure King number 316 scans, and they showed off some of that Rodimus. I don't know if these are new images or not, but here they are. They also showed off like a history of Transformers, which was like 40 pages long. Really cool to look at, but we don't need to look at it here. So go check it out if you want. But yeah, they still look good. I don't think they're worth $40 for me, but I could see why you would pick them up for $40 without even hesitating.
Already done.
Yeah, exactly. Next, we got some Transformers 1 toys. So this is the Energon Power, which we already looked at. It looks fine, especially for a kid. I don't remember the price, but I think a kid would fall in love with this toy.
All I see is Johnny Five's alive. That alt mode is, yeah. I guess maybe 8-year-old me may have gotten excited, but
yeah,
older me, yeah.
We also got them in the mainline version. Looks fine. I'm gonna say I think it looks better than the Studio Series version. I don't think it has as much posability. I don't like the hands and the alt mode and stuff.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, but I do think the bot mode looks more proportional than the Studio Series one. But who knows? Maybe he's supposed to look like he does, like, you know. But yeah, I think this looks fine, and it's cool that he comes with a Matrix as well.
Yeah, I don't like those hands. I don't like how the hands fold up on the side.
They just fold up. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't really try with that.
No. But either way, I'm passing on pretty much this whole line anyway. So.
And next we got Alpha Trion. What do you think of Alpha Trion?
I'm not happy with that at all.
I think I'm going to pick up this figure.
I think you should.
Not as Alpha Trion. I'm going to figure out some other name because it really does not look like Alpha Trion at all. Like, no part of this looks like it. I understand he was going to be a lion in the universe and blah, blah, blah. But I think this looks like a good figure by itself. Taking out the character it's supposed to be just as the lion transformer, I think this looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't see it. I hate the way the hands work. I'm so out on this. Yeah, when I initially saw the picture earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday, I thought it was a hippo with a horn on it, and
I would have bought that too. Now
it doesn't so much look like a hippo with a horn on it, but it just it doesn't do it for me.
And that makes sense. I'm gonna probably get it and name it something else. Who knows? But
hippo with
I
a
think
horn
this
on
looks
it.
cool, honestly. And if I was a kid and got this, I would have been very happy. More happy to get this than the Optimus. But that's just me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been. I don't think I'd be happy either way. I'd be like, my mom doesn't love me.
I don't. I think if you got a Transformer as a young age, no matter what it looked like, you'd be happy.
No. I wasn't that kid. Call me spoiled, call me whatever, but no.
They also showed off the Bumblebee and Wheeljack cog power. So, like, you flip up the chest and then it transforms. I don't quite understand that. But they look fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Wheeljack. I actually like Wheeljack. All the bot mode and the alt mode look good. I guess B does as well, but like Wheeljack really looks like a alien vehicle.
Yeah, they do.
And the proportions of him look fine as well. Bumblebee the same way. I don't know. Bumblebee's head looks really small, and even though Wheeljack's head looks small as well, the antennas on the side make it look a little bit bigger than what it is.
They look fine. Give it to a 3 to 5 year old. I think they'll be happy with it.
Yeah, my daughter will probably like these.
Oh, you're gonna get them. Next, they also showed off Studio Series 86 Bumblebee, and this is via NoTrav, and they showed it off with Springer and a few others, but I chose the Springer picture. It looks fine. The chest sticks out a lot, but I know that's what the B did originally.
I'm nitpicking here.
Of course, that's what we do.
I didn't know the yellow was a different yellow on the side.
You didn't expect that with a figure with yellow paint on it from Hasbro? It's the same thing with the animated Bumblebee I have. Stay tuned.
I guess I hadn't paid attention or never noticed it. Maybe we didn't see it from this angle, but
or it wasn't under studio lights.
Or that, yeah. But it's I don't like the different yellow. It reminds me of the Sunstreaker from whatever that was. War for Cybertron. No, it wasn't. Or was it? Which Sunstreaker was that?
No, it was the 5-pack Sunstreaker.
They corrected it on the 5-pack. It was the one that came out before that.
Oh, okay. It was Kingdom or Earthrise, one of the two.
Yeah, maybe Earthrise, with the different yellows. But I mean, again, I'm still picking it up, but I didn't notice that. And
yellow has been a very hard paint for Hasbro to be able to match it.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah, and I'm surprised at how small Springer is right here. Like, it looks like Bumblebee's a normal 5-inch deluxe, and Springer's the normal, 8, 9-inch, 10-inch, what's it called? Leader class that we used to get. But I know that Springer's like, 6.5 inches tall, and Bumblebee's like 3 inches tall, 3.5 inches tall. So, It's crazy.
The more things change, the more things
Bobby buy.
No. Even though I am buying both of these.
You won't. I don't think you'll be picking this up, though. You've got Titan Class, Tidal Wave. And these pictures are via Drinking About Robots, which I really like that page name. This head sculpt's really nice. And I think I've been saying it on the show. Who's ever doing the head sculpts at Hasbro is doing an amazing job. And they are not stopping with this figure. And this actually looks decent, honestly. I don't know if it's worth $200, but it's decent.
What do you think it's worth?
You want to know my real answer?
No, I don't.
Okay, no. My real answer is probably about 100, 120. That's probably, for me, not saying that's what Hasbro should charge, but for me, that's probably an appropriate price for a figure that's this big, but that's hollow and has a horrible hip flaps. So I still don't understand the way that they're doing these hip flaps, but I really, I hated that on Armada Prime, and I still dislike it here. The figure looks good. It's just that design element that really nags me.
My price would probably be $150.
That wouldn't be bad either.
Which were, the price point of what we've gotten in the past on Titans is.
I think it was Cybertron Metroplex. That's when it went to 200, right?
And that was terrible.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. I take it back. My price is $50 because it doesn't come with a minicon. Forgot about that. Just joking. But I won't be picking it up because it doesn't come with a minicon. I'm not joking about that.
No, you're not joking about that. But I do agree with you. The head sculpt looks amazing. It actually looks. It looks so good. It doesn't look like a Hasbro figure. It looks like it might be a third party.
I almost want to get it because of that head sculpt, because it looks so nice. And if this goes on sale, which probably will, because all the commander classes seem to go on sale eventually, I might pick it up. Honestly,
yeah, I might just, because of space, I might just wait for the fans hobby.
You'll pick it up if it's on sale.
It has to be a good.
We'll talk about that in a little bit, so keep your thoughts to yourself. But let's talk about the Transformers Bumblebee Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, the premium version from 3.0. So it already sold out on the 3.0 site. I think it looks really good, but it's $518. Did you not look at the price?
No, I didn't. And
it's 19 inches tall, which is huge, but that price tag, for me, it would need to be a combiner. I would not pick this up. No offense to anybody that would, but that price throws it out the window for me. Maybe I just don't like premium collectibles. All right, Bobby, how many are you going to buy?
Yeah.
Infinity? Oh, God, you're going to run out of money really quick.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. My wallet ran out of the room when you said that price. No, it looks amazing. It looks great. As I've always said, if I had the space for statues and I could afford statues or non-transforming figures, I probably would dive into more of these. This looks great. I'm not paying that much for it though.
Yeah. I don't think I would if I had unlimited money, because at 19 inches, that's going to be a beast to just pose. I'd want a smaller one that's more easier to manipulate.
Oh no! If
you had unlimited money, I mean, just buy everything. Who cares?
Yeah. If I had the money, the disposable income to go into this realm. Yeah.
Next, we've got where is it? Collection Space CS02 Little B, and these are via Mang Motion.
That's a great pose.
If it looked like this, I would probably get it, but it comes with all the kibble that I would need to put on it because I'm that type of person. I want these figures to transform on my shelf. Yeah. I also don't like that they didn't even give it a cliff jumper helmet. And she turns into a bug, so I'm totally out.
That's what cliff jumper turns into.
He doesn't turn into a bug.
I mean, it's a Volkswagen. Oh, you know what? I know what you're saying. Yeah.
That's Bumblebee.
Yeah. I mean, a penny racer is what.
I still don't know what a penny racer means. All I know is that cliff jumper turns into like a sports car type of looking thing.
No, you're talking about later cliff jumper, but no cliff jumper.
Well, even the one from when we watched the G1 cartoon, he didn't turn into no tiny little thing.
It was like a bug.
Okay, anyways, it was not a bug.
It was a sport package on the bug.
Okay, all right, we'll go with that.
But yeah, so this is, I actually am picking this up because my lady says she likes it, so I'll get it. And I do like that the kibble can come off, but I hate that you have to take the kibble off to get this look. Yeah. But I do like the way this looks, so I'll probably just put the kibble somewhere in a drawer.
I do like all the details, the blue and the silver. I think.
Yeah. And I mean, I wish the eyes lit up because it looks like the eyes are lit up here. That looks really cool. Yeah,
I think that's just Mang Motion.
But. Yeah.
Next, we have a KO. This is Black Mamba. I'm assuming BMB U01 Cantrinape. Anything to say on this?
I'm not excited.
Yeah, me neither. I think the Leader Class Studio Series one looks better, but this doesn't look horrible. It looks just like the Hasbro one. I can see why people would want it. And I think it's the only figure to come out within like the last decade with firing missiles.
Oh, yes, I see those.
And the Hasbro one, I mean, obviously, KOs can do whatever they want, but yeah.
I like that aspect of it. Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to the fire missile because I'm just
we
not
talked about it when we first saw the Hasbro one, but
yeah. I mean, it is, as you always say, it is what it is. Even my dog's tired of us talking about it now.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's not either of our cups of Energon, and let's move on to this. So this is Fans Hobbies MB21, and it's as armor on Meg Rhino. What do you think of this?
I don't love it.
I've always hated this mode personally.
Yeah, me too.
But I dislike it even more because they're doing the Toon colors and not the US toy colors. So I will be skipping on this until they give me the toy colors.
You said you were picking up every single color
Well,
that came out.
that was before some things happened. So I want the green. I'm sorry. So I'll wait. We know it's going to come out. But, you know, it'll probably come out in 2 years with Fans Hobby because we haven't got a repaint of Overload. We haven't got a repaint of Jetfire makes sense because that just came out. So I'll get it when I get it.
Yeah, so.
I know you'll be picking up all the colors.
It's not necessary.
You got to get a slow month and pick up the colors.
I mean, I still haven't picked up the Prime. You know, the
yeah,
Armada.
But you don't like that colors.
Yeah, so I mean, this isn't.
Come on.
These Armada characters are not my,
yeah.
You know, necessarily my jam.
All I have to do is wait till it's a slow month, or wait till we go to TFCon and you see it there, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick it up."
I mean, we're talking about stuff in the future. I'm talking about today.
Okay, all right. What color scheme are you gonna be picking up?
No, this one right here.
You want the purple one?
I mean, that's the one that comes out. That's the one I'll get.
You're just gonna pick up the first one?
Yeah, you know, let's keep it moving.
All right. Oh, you are gonna need to get both of them, so you could put one on Galvatron and one on Megatron.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. And then
you need to get the Energon color scheme when they come out with that, so you can have one separate.
I don't know,
Bobby. You have to buy so many of these.
No.
Well, while Bobby talks to his wallet, let's go on to this, which is their Star Saber. This is a lot less exciting than the Tidal Wave. It looks. If you showed me this picture and said it was the original one from Armada, I would be like, "Oh yeah, okay, that's what it is," which is a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because it's accurate to the source material. It's a bad thing because, for me, there's no innovation.
I think it looks good. I actually think it looks really good. And I never liked these really when they came out. So I think it looks better with him holding it in the combined mode. But, yeah, I'll be picking this up. And especially... what would we say, 30? Are you telling me no?
Yeah, he doesn't want you to pick him up. He's like, wait for the good color schemes.
Down. He's trying to
But it's like, I think it was like $35 somewhere.
Yeah.
So for all three, which is a reasonable price.
Yeah, I'm there for it.
Next, we've got New Age Toys Gorgo, and these are via Bang Motion as well. And it looks good.
It is very
no complaints here. It still looks like little eggs when he's standing straight, but when he's posed, you don't see that. At least I don't.
That's so funny. Now he looks like he's kicking. The right leg looks like he's kicking, or he's stretching. He's stretching on a boulder. He has his leg up on a.
Oh, that's what he's doing. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Yes.
Yeah.
Now I see it. Now that you said something. Exactly.
I'm waiting for it in the Shattered Glass colors. I think it looks really good. I mean, clearly there's a lot of articulation in there. It looks really good. So, and I love the little thunderbolts on his or lightning bolts, or on his horns and stuff. I think that's really cool.
Even though it looks like the one's supposed to go to the front horn and it doesn't.
It doesn't.
But
Yeah.
then again, his horns don't look like they're transformed correctly. Like they look like they should be down more. See how it's like
Oh yeah, yeah.
from
The
his
gap.
horns
Yeah,
all the way to the back isn't really
yeah,
connected.
yeah,
So I think it looks really good though.
yeah. I'm in for this.
And here they are all together. So just squint your eyes and pretend they're SG colors, and I think you're going to have a really good looking set right there.
Wow, Swoop looks really short compared to him. Like his shoulders are like at the bottom, like the top of his
Swoop
shoulders.
has the same affliction where he has little legs.
Oh yeah, he's always had those.
I mean,
though.
I know.
But yeah, Swoop.
He does look a little small, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, he looks shorter than. It looks like if you measure to the top of his head, the little headpiece, then he becomes the same size. But yeah, he looks really small, huh?
Yeah. Well, you have him. He's a lot smaller than the
I
other one.
haven't noticed.
Next, we've got Bylon Toys Jetfire renders. Not my cup of Energon, but it looks good for what it is.
I love the alt mode, but that Jetfire is. I thought that was freaking terrible. I hated that aspect in the movie.
I think there are worse things in that movie, but
you know what? I have to say, I always thought I've said that the Fans Hobby Jetfire is the worst Jetfire they've made. This is the worst one they've made to me.
yeah. Let's just keep it going on that happy note. MPUs, MP Ultra. That's pretty funny. Thrust 2.0, and when they showed it off with Starscream. But let's look at it here. This pose shows off why the leg kibble being the way it is bad. Because it's like in front of his hands.
I think it's the angle. But
well, think about it. If you have your knees out and you're posed and you have things sticking out, they'd be, unless they're shields. There you go. That'll be my headcanon. They're shields for him so he doesn't get shot as much.
Well, I thanks to the fans for letting us know. This is G1 toy accurate and G1 tune accurate. That's what I'm going to say. G1 tune accurate. That his legs, they were attached to his legs.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah, I still think it looks horrid. my opinion. So
yeah, I think I forgot. I think I would like it. I would prefer it on his back, like we've seen with like Starscream and some of the others, but they are accurate on that. So I
think they should have just made them smaller somehow or collapsed down more.
Yeah, maybe so, but I guess it's accurate. So I can't ask for him to do something that's not accurate. So I
can.
I know you can, and you probably don't like the knee pads on them as well. So
the knee pads aren't bad on this one. They're not too big.
Okay.
They're actually not too big. I don't really like the color on them, but they've always had funky colors.
Yeah, I do have a pre-order in for this, and so I'm looking forward to when this comes out as well. I don't need another thrust, but
then don't get it. Here, this picture shows that it is just MP52KO with different parts. If you look, all the hinges are the same, going all the way up, besides the wings.
Right.
So, which is kind of what we expected. And here he is with Starscream. And again, those wings on the legs do not work.
Yeah, this picture looks bad. That right one looks really bad. His right leg, it looks really bad.
Yeah, I really don't think this works. But, I can understand why somebody would want it to be exactly like the cartoon. But this is where I think getting away from cartoon accuracy isn't such a bad thing.
I can't disagree with you there. Yeah, this is. Now I'm curious about the price. I was really hoping Deformation Space, but
well, it's a KO, so it should be like $40 to $50.
Yeah,
that's a joke. That's a joke.
I know.
I see if this is made by the same people as Deformation Space, I'm gonna say probably 100, 120, somewhere around there, if not more, because there's a lot of new tooling. So maybe it'll be 150. If Bobby's real lucky, it'll be 200.
Hey, stop putting that energy out in the air. No, we're not going for that. We're gonna say $99.
Okay, $99
Yes.
plus $99. So they
Oh,
also showed off that M26 tank transporter, and this is via I Am on Fire, like in a colored render, and I really like this, especially in these colors. It's not doesn't look like Optimus, and I could totally get behind that.
I'm getting in front, on the side, behind. Yeah, I'm picking this up. Um, it looks really cool. It looks really,
Yeah.
really cool.
And I like that it could be a new character. So
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a G.I. Joe character name.
I can't think of one. So
Come Duke
I tried. I like him though, so maybe I'll pick this up too.
or
I think
Flint.
no, he should be. I think he should be a Decepticon. I don't know. That's what he would be in mind. They also showed off APC Bulkhead, and this is via G Shell. Oh, excuse me. No, this is just via APC. It looks fine. It looks like Bulkhead. It looks good. It looks good for what it is. I just don't need one.
It does, and it comes with the little girl. I can't remember her name.
Yes, I forgot to mention that. That is pretty cool. That it comes with that.
I can't remember her name from the show, but it's a lot of accessories as well.
Yeah, the original did not come with this many accessories.
So, yeah, it's if for the Prime lovers out there, I think this would be great. I'm not as big of a fan of this character in this style, so I'll skip it. But I can't blame anybody who picks this up. I mean, if I like Prime, this would be a immediate buy for me.
Yeah, the transformation is really cool. You should go look it up. Next, we've got Ocular Max Maximus Pro Combiner size comparison. Then this is via G Shell on TFW. I chose this picture because it had King Toys Thunder King, and I actually have that figure, so I know how big it is. This is a very small combiner compared to the other Masterpiece combiners, the current MP combiner size.
I don't like. This is now seeing this. I saw this today. Seeing this is not going to be the representation of the combined mode on my shelf.
Yeah, I think this will probably be uncombined mode, and the X-Transbots one will be the combined mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is very small. Now, honestly, I like the size difference between Predaking and Defensor, but I don't think it works with Defensor and Bruticus. I always like Predaking to be bigger, but you know.
Yeah, I can't. It's tiny looking, and I believe that is that Zeta?
I think that's Zeta. Yeah.
Yeah.
How big is the Bruticus they have?
And that's the other part about it. Because I have the G2. You're talking about the MMC?
Yeah, sorry, Ocular Max MMC. Yeah.
I have the G2 version, and he is smaller than he's small. I mean, he's definitely smaller than my Zeta Superion and Zeta Bruticus, but I don't remember it being this small.
Well, you'll have to update us.
Yeah, I'll have to pull it out.
And Klotzy.com of TFW also showed off the Generation Toys versus Ocular Max Hotspot.
Wow.
Completely different takes on the character.
Yeah.
But I like the Generation Toy one better. I like all the details, and I really like that blue color. It really pops versus the more pastel colors. Now, it might be more accurate to the tomb, but I like the Generation Toy blue.
Like better than Easter Hotspot?
Easter Hotspot?
Yeah, pastel colors are usually around Easter. People wear.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Never mind.
But this, I get what you're saying, but this pastel blue I do not see on an Easter egg.
Yeah, like Easter.
I see the blue from the other hotspot on an Easter egg.
No, like Easter, like linen suits and like. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I'm also looking at this because I have the Generation Toys version, and he's tiny as well, and so this gives me a good idea of what it's going to be, and that's very, very small. Yeah, not happy.
Yep. Well, let's get
But I'm
into
still getting it.
All right, and we almost forgot to talk about this figure. So, Bobby, what do you think of New Age's Duel? Oh, and I will post a transformation video by Ming Motion in the description of this video.
I've never been more opposite on a figure. The alt mode looks amazing. Like, amazing. The bot mode looks amazing for what it is. I don't like this Megatron, but it's, it looks very good. The paint and details look amazing. The transformation, what the hell? It is so involved from what I saw. This guy's big. It's like a little over 13 inches tall.
13.39 inches.
Yeah. So, I mean, it looks great. Again, in alt mode, looks like it's supposed to for a movie character. I am not getting it. The price is like $300 and
$290.
$300. I don't like the figure. I don't like this version of Megatron enough to pay that for this. So I'm out. But if anybody decides to pick this up, I don't blame you at all.
I can't say it better. That transformation was really cool. It did not look fun, but it was really cool, especially to watch it in real time. It is just amazing how they were able to get this tanker truck to this Megatron without like any kibble in either mode. Well, kibble that you're supposed to see, like there's wheels and stuff, but
right.
That looks good. Phenomenal. Again, $290. I don't think it's horrible for the price, because when you think about it, other figures around the same size are going to be that much. You look at Fans Toys, you look at this, and this thing's slathered in paint from head to toe. So it makes sense with the price. But I think this is an amazing figure. I won't be picking it up. I kind of wish they just had a separate head sculpt that was more, I don't want to say G1, but more normal Transformer-ish. That you could swap it on so it just doesn't look so alien. And then, I think Bobby would pick it up if they did that. If it had a more G1-ish head sculpt.
That probably would make me happy, but I think if they did that, it would also take away from the figure, because again, people who are picking
have a swappable head.
No, I understand. I understand that. What I'm saying is that would be equivalent to them saying if a figure that was G1-ish and they said, what, it would be great if you could swap it off and put a movie head on it for fans that like.
I don't think that would be taking away from the figure.
What I mean,
I see what you're saying, where it might be a slap in the face to the fans. I get it, but at the same time, the more options they give people, the better.
I can see somebody doing a custom.
I think if they did it, I think that would be fine, because the more options, the better. I mean, if they want to do a movie sideswipe head on a G1 sideswipe and they want to package it in the box and not increase the price, do it. Do it, honestly.
Not increase the price.
Yeah, well, even if they increase the price by $5, do it. I think that's cool to have more accessories, to include more people. So,
this
it's phenomenal though.
I'm curious from fans who collect Legends figures in particular, if they're going to be picking this up, or even more so fans of the movie, if they're going to be picking this up if they're Legends collectors. So I mean, just because it's New Age. Yeah.
But if it doesn't fit in with their collection,
That's what I'm saying. I wonder. I'm curious if this
Let
is
us know. We know there's a
yeah
lot of you that watch. If you're
yeah
going to
if
be
this,
picking this up just because of the brand.
yeah, because I know there's some people who just absolutely love New Age, and so them dipping their toe in the MP world, is this something that you're gonna jump on with them, or
I think this is the second one because I think they did an MP Soundwave,
did they?
Movieverse Soundwave.
Oh, I don't remember it. Okay,
I could be wrong. Let us know in the comments.
all right, yeah, but yeah, I think this looks good. Geez, it looks really good actually, but that bot head and that bot mode is I don't like the hands either, but they nailed it. They
Give it
nailed it.
a G1-ish head, and it could be a servant of Unicron. Mutated servant of Unicron. All right, well, let's get into what is incoming.
Uh-oh.
Nothing crazy. We've got the Dauntless Fighter, KO oversized, not oversized, KO MP. Goodness gracious, I can't speak. KO Studio Series Megatron. The box is really neat. I really like that box. But it is about $30, and these pictures of the Atomic Park, so I am out. But it looks. If I wanted this figure and I didn't get the Hasbro one, this would be a no-brainer.
Yeah, because you wanted this to be what, $20?
$20 or below. I didn't really want it. $20 or below, I would have picked it up. And I know that sounds like chump change, but still, I don't really want it. I just want to experience the mold, and then it'd probably get chucked in a bin for me to forget about.
Yeah, and so again, I'm not picking this figure up, but is his weapon attached to that arm?
No, I believe it's a peg.
Okay.
So you could unpeg it onto the other arm.
Okay. So,
I have seen very cool repaints, like customs, and that makes me want to try one of them, but probably won't.
I don't know what it is, but the chest doesn't. It just looks like there's supposed to be something that snaps onto his chest or whatever to fill it in.
I remember you saying that about the Hasbro one too.
Yeah.
That it looks unfinished or something like that.
Yeah, like even looking at the package, like everything else seems to have color in the right places and stuff, but it looks like something's missing from, like right under his breastplate, and then it's just like kind of flat, and I don't know. So I'm out on this as well. But again, for people who want to pick this up, you won't get any argument from me on that.
Mm-hmm. Next, we've got SND's 08U, the Optimus Prime, the white ultimate version. Are you excited to get this in?
I wouldn't say excited, but I am picking this up, and this will be my plague Optimus Prime. When he got spray painted with the white or with the alloy, so that will be him.
Well, there you go. I think this looks good, but the transformation is supposed to be crazy, and I don't feel like dealing with that.
It is. There are a couple of things that take place with it.
I hope there's a couple of things that take place.
I have the Shattered Glass version, which we showed on the halls.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Not too long ago. And there were some parts that I was just like, okay, why did we do this? Why are we doing this here? More so around the legs, and I didn't really like that aspect of it. But this looks good, and it'll probably stay in this mode right here.
Let's talk about what's recently released. First thing, I know we already talked about that this was released, but I thought it was worth talking about it again. This is the Fans Hobby Skyflame, and these pictures are via Axel 21X of TFW, because they show it off with the Prime you have. So what do you think about seeing these pants on your Prime?
I think this actually looks good. I like it with the darker colors all the way around. So I'm going to look forward to combining him.
Yeah, I think this looks good as well. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, and bringing in overload to see what that looks like, even though I don't think I'll keep them fully combined.
Yeah, I think that red, even the red with Jetfire doesn't really match the red with the Prime here, but it's fine because there's not too much. But then you add the backpack and it's like overbearing that they're different colors red. The only thing I wish was that you could switch out that little gold portion for maybe red or something like that, because the gold really sticks out. Yeah, on the chest. It sticks out versus everything else. It makes sense with the normal Prime because he has gold on him, but this one really sticks out. But I think it looks good still.
Yeah, I know when they teased Jetfire, I actually said I think it's going to look good with this set, and it did to me at that point in time. So, I'll be happy to, get it in combined mode and see what it looks like in person.
Yeah. Finally, we've got Dr. Wu's Extreme Warfare EO2D monitor and sound master.
I mean, they've been at each other. They've definitely been getting it on with both cracked windows. I think these are cute. I'm not going to pick them up, but I think they're cute. I think the tapes are cute. I don't understand why they did 3 of the Autobot tapes in blue and 1 in black, and same 2.
Well, so they actually showed the sprues. So these come on sprues, and they have half and half. And I think it's just so Rumble and Frenzy and Rewind and Eject can be different colors.
Okay, I didn't necessarily, because why is Ravage blue? I mean, he should have been one that was black, for instance. I'm assuming that's Ravage.
There's 2 of them. There's a black Ravage in front of the blue.
Oh yeah.
Rumble / Frenzy.
Okay, yeah, there is. So why are there 2 Ravages?
There's 2 of everything.
Huh.
So they must give you one sprue must be all of them, and then the other one must be all of them.
Yeah, I don't.
Because there's 2 steel jaws and 2 ram horns as well. One of them's on the side.
Oh yeah, I see. I didn't see the steel jaw in black. Okay, so maybe that is what it is. Okay, so you have your choice of blue or black. Okay, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
and then you could get 2 laser beaks, so one can be buzzsaw, one can be laser beak.
Yeah. Okay.
So on and so forth.
Yeah, I get it now. I didn't see it either. Yeah. So okay, that makes sense. No, take back what I said, Dr. Wu.
These look good though. Let us know if you're getting these below, or if you already have the other colors of them, and let us know what you think.
Warren, that's directed at you.
All right. Well, Bobby, what should they do now that they finished this video and we thank them for watching this far?
Please go ahead and like the video, share the video. If you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button and that notification button so you'll be aware of anytime we have new content out. It's not too late to become a member. We really do appreciate that. And I think if I missed anything, it's just all that YouTube stuff. Again, subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything.
You forgot one thing, which is to go watch our live today if you're watching this on Saturday. And if you didn't, go back and watch it. We'll see you guys next time.
Yes, as always, till all debates are won. See you Saturday, 12 Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern time. Till all debates are won.